Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. My mother was a makeup lover, of course. For today's video, we are going to be playing around with the Nomad, the brand new Nomad Royal Europe palette. So this is what the outer carton looks like. The Intense Color and Chrome palette, cruelty-free vegan. Inspiration Crown Jewels. The destination is Grand Palace of Europe. Coordinates Imperial Courts and Royal Ballrooms. Luxurious jewel-hued shades formulated with extra fine pigments for brilliant color payoff, infused with rosehip oil to help hydrate and condition skin. 10 opulent mattes and 5 ornate multichromes inspired by the spectacular grand places and crown jewels of Royal Europe. And then of course this is what the outer packaging looks like just on my camera. Of course I did use it today, so this is what she's looking like after being used. I am just going to be doing my eyes because I really wanted to focus on the palette, really give it its own moment. And of course, don't forget to stay tuned to the very end of the video where I will do an up close of my eye makeup. That way you guys can see the true beauty of the blend. Also, I used 2 of the multichrome duochrome shades, so that way you guys kind of get a little bit of an idea of what those look like on the eyes. So yeah, so I'll show you guys that at the end of the video, but here is what we are working with. I think we all know I love these tones, so there's no surprise here that I went with a half and half, a little halvesies moment. But yeah, I will be sure to leave all of my face products down below for you guys. I will also leave a link if the palette is available. I'll leave the link for you guys. If it's not, I will leave the launch date and price. But other than that, I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's go ahead and jump right on in. So I hope I showed you swatches already in the beginning of the video, but this is what the palette looks like. I don't know if you can see that's like raised. There's like, it's like cut out and layered on top of each other. So it gives this really cool like raised, like, I can't explain it because I'm a dumbass, but this palette looks so cool. It's so unique, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'll show you guys the inside one more time. Beautiful. And I've swatched the multichromes a couple times now, and the like emblem in them is still pretty raised, so I think it should last for a pretty good time. You know, if I dip into a certain area, I think I could preserve like the emblems on it. So that's kind of the goal. I have seen a few people doing looks on this palette already, and I noticed a lot of people using like the blue like section here, which I think is so, the colors are just really calling to me in this palette. I love the blue and like the maroony purple pinks. I think that's what I'm gonna do today, is use both the blue and like the maroons and purples. I think I'll start with this purple shade right here called Buckingham Palace. So there's the Nomad cosmetic right in the center, but all of the rows going down are the exact same emblem. That's cool. I'll take this on a B4. Blend Buddy. B4. B4. Get it? I'm gonna pack this all down in the crease, and I think I'll blend the back half with the maroons and the front with the blue. I think that way we could really use a ton of the colors that way. It is very cake-upy as well, so I'd be sure to tap out your brush if you do your face first, so you don't get a lot of fallout on your face. Something like this. Very, very pigmented. So now I think I'll blend out the front half first. I think I want to go in with the teal, so I think I'm going to start by taking the shade King's Room, which is this one right here. And I'm going to go and take this on a Morphe M506 brush. And I'm just going to go like right on top of that purple and start blending it up a little bit. I want to make sure there's room for all of my other colors though, so I don't want to blend that too high. So just like this, and then I'm going to take shade Milani Palace, which is this one. I'm going to take on a smaller P.Louise 117 brush. And go ahead and just blend that next shade out. And then I'll dust that same brush off and take shade Palace of Versailles. I'm not sure. I'm going to go very light-handed with this so I can get a really nice blend. But honestly, these have blended so nicely together that I don't think I'll need to go back through and reblend. I'm just going to take a clean brush and soften the edges. So I think I'm going to start by taking the shade Great Haul, which is this like maroon here. And I'll go ahead and take this one on a Blend Bunny B5. And I'm just going to go right away into little blending motions. I'm just going to start smoking this purple out. And then on a Wet n Wild brush, I'll take shade Pena Palace, which is this top one right here. Funny thing, my dad's last name is Pena. My mom's last name is Martinez. My last name is Martinez. And then, so my oldest brother is Martinez. Then there's my other brother, my next brother down, Pena. I'm Martinez. My little sister is Pena. They just kind of like, everybody gets a different last name. So I'm just taking the P.Louise Rewhite base. And I'm going to go ahead and lay that down like this. And this is a Doll Beauty brush, by the way. This is the DB11. It's a big, fat, like, cut crease brush. And then I'm actually going to take this, like, fanned out dough color brush to, so this does dry down. The crisp finish bases do dry down. So I'm just, like, blending it from under my eye. And then I'll take this brush to kind of just smooth everything out and make sure there's an even coat of it all on my lid. I want a thinner, the reason why I'm using this fluffy brush instead of just letting it do its thing is because I'm going to just put the multichrome on top of the white. I really want it to pop, but I also don't want it to crease. So I'm just going to kind of pat it down until it dries a little bit. And then I'm going to take the same purple shade, Buckingham Palace. And I'm going to just tap over the edge so there's not a harsh line. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Great Haul. And go ahead and just blend this in a bit. And then shade Pena Palace. I for sure want to take the shade Royal Treasure. Can you see that shift? So I'm taking shade Royal Treasure, which is this one right here. I don't know if you could see that. Hold on. Let me get some more on my finger. So you see the shift in that? Like, I know you see that, girl. And I'll show you guys in real time. I'm just patting it on that semi-wet base. Oh, I wonder if I should leave some of that white showing through. I kind of wanted to go in with the shade Imperial Crown, which is this guy right here. right up in that area. Okay, so I'm taking this Peaches and Cream PC32 brush with the shade Imperial Crown. And I'm just gonna paint that on right by that line. I don't think you could tell too much. Like, you could definitely see that stripe there. We'll have to do an up close, but I think I should do some liner. Alright, now I'm going to take some more of my P.Louise base, just the regular one, and do a little wing liner moment. So I'm just going to take an angled brush. And then shade Buckingham Palace. For lashes, I'm thinking these Cavalli Lashes in the style Mochi because they're not too crazy, so we could still see all of this pretty work that I just did. Yeah. So I reuse my lashes quite a lot actually. So my little trick to my lashes is if you're reusing your lashes, because like I like to get the most out of my lashes, I always take the like old excess glue off of the lash band, and then if there's like color on them, I'll just take a little bit of black liner and like try to blink them out. So then after the lash band is nice and blinked out, I personally like the Dual Lash Glue, the green shade, or the one that's green. And I'll just take a good amount of the lash glue and coat the band. And then I will do a line across, like half on my real lashes and then half on my lid. And then in the outer corner, I'll take it just a little bit higher up. So that way when I press my lashes back, it'll kind of lift my outer corner a little bit. Just like that. And then while that's kind of getting tacky both on the lashes and on my eyes, I'll take some mascara. Any mascara will do. And what the mascara is going to do is it's going to give my falsies and my real lashes a little bit of tack to stick together. So one of the most important things to me as far as lashes go is this little tool here. Because after I stick them on, I'm going to use this little tool to stick my falsies and my real lashes together. That's going to help them blend. So now you can see the lash glue on my lash is clear. Sorry, a little burpy. And this one, it's still just a little bit wet, but I'm going to go ahead and just stick it on anyways. For the best results, you're going to want to wait until it's like completely clear, because that means it's tacky, or it's sticky, ready to be. And I always just start in the front and just marry the glue together. Make sure that my lashes are nice and secure. And then I'll go ahead and stick my real lashes to the falsies. And then what I do is I just press them up. Like so. Alright, now I'm going to go and do my base makeup, and we come back for the under eyes. I went ahead and I threw on my lippy because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But I got this from Beaubble, I think it's called. But this is their lip contour wand. So I wanted to try this out. So I did that before I did, like when I was doing my face makeup. So that way I could like, if I fucked up, I could like blend it in. And then I also got this, what is this called? The Diamond Cherry Bombshell. This is like a shiny like lip balm. Kind of, I don't know if you could see. It has like glitter on it. And so I just like did the lip contour wand. Milani Understatement lip liner shade Spice because it's the same color as the Bombshell. And I think that looks really pretty. But I actually wanted to finish up under my eyes. So that is what we're going to do now. I'm going to start with the purple shade, Buckingham. And this is a Blend Bunny B2 brush. I'm just going to blend this across my whole lash line. I'll dust that brush off, shade King's Room. Just start blending that out. I'll take some of the shade Great Hall and Pena Palace right here in this outer corner, just so that way these will blend a little bit better. And then I'll take shade Volano Palace. And then Palace of Versailles. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll take shade Pena Palace on the fluffy Wet n Wild brush. Make sure that everything is nice and blended here in this outer corner. And then my favorite thing to do, this is the NYX Jumbo Pencil shade Milk. Right in the waterline, really open up those eyeballs. And then a little bit of mascara. Okay, so here is the completed look. I think we all know I love these tones together. Like the maroon and the blue together is just one of my favorite combos. So I wanted to give my kind of final, like, first impression, thoughts and opinions on the Nomad Royal Europe palette. This one is the Royal Europe Intense Color and Chrome Palette Multichrome. So they also do have multichrome singles. You could get all of those multichrome shades in singles if you don't want to buy the whole palette. I think this palette is really unique in the way that it has the whole row of multichrome, duochrome like shades. I feel like each of the rows kind of corresponds with the shimmer, which I think is a very like Blend Bunny cosmetic trait, and we all know that I love Blend Bunny, so I really love that. I think the next time I play with this palette I might want to go in with like these tones here, like the browns, and do something kind of a little bit more neutral, because this is a colorful palette but there's so many options that you could do, because like you could do this, like the two brown shades and literally any of these multi-chrome colors to do like a super beautiful look. It is very kick-upy, but it's very pigmented, very blendable, so that's like not a negative thing in my book. That's why I always do my eyes first before I go in with colorful eyeshadows, just, you know, to prevent the fallout on my face. Yeah, I think that there's every color that you need to create a beautiful blend, and that is a big thing for me. I don't like to have to dip into other palettes to create a blend, so yeah, I really enjoy this palette. It's very beautiful and unique, and the outside packaging is just so stunning. No complaints, 10 out of 10. I'll be sure to leave the launch date if it is already available by the time you guys see this video. I'll be sure to include a link to this palette for you guys. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, what you think of the palette. Are you excited for it? Let me know. Of course, I'll be doing more looks with the palette, just so that way you guys could have some inspo if you are wanting to buy this palette. But other than that, I really do hope that you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my content. Without further ado, we're gonna go right on ahead.